Look at how blue this pool is. I want to be honest with you, this pool never used to look this clean. It used to be algae all over the place, on the walls and on the inside of the water. Everything was just infected with algae, and there was a lot of stains and stuff. So in the period of a week, it looked like this, from really green and dirty to nice and clean and blue. I'm going to tell you, very simple setup that you need to do to make your pool very, very clean, like this, for instance. I mean, I know there's probably pools out there like even cleaner than this, but this is pretty damn close to being as clean as you want it to be, you know. So step one, you want to take your skimmer, whatever the little thing with the net on it, clean the surface of the pool, and what you want to do is see this setup right here. You want to make sure that you clean that filter. Before you do that, the main filter, you want to clean the pool as best as you can, and then keep it running. You want to keep it circulating in the water, and as it's circulating, you want to make sure that you take your little brush right there, you know, brush the walls, and if there's any dirt or whatever, some debris or something, some shit on the bottom, you want to use that thing to suck it up. You know, what you want to do is try to get it as clean as you can get it for now, and then after you do that, you want to put shock in it. And I know it's best to put shock in it at nighttime because the sun, it kind of kills off the chlorine, but either way, you put shock in there, a whole bag. You know, it comes in bags. You want to pour it all the way around. You're going to disinfect it that way. And I'm telling you, after about 4 hours, it's going to start clearing up a little bit. And then you want to put some chlorine, liquid chlorine, dump a whole gallon in there. I'm telling you, I mean, people are going to be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I'm telling you, this freaking setup really works really good. And after you put a gallon of chlorine in there, you put shock and a gallon of chlorine in there, I'm telling you, you're going to kill this freaking shit. Kill the freaking algae as much as you can. And as you kill it, it's going to start looking cleaner and cleaner. You're going to start seeing results. You're going to start seeing it blue. And every day you take that and just clean the surface of the pool. Now you're going to take these chlorine tabs and you're going to put 4 tabs. Put 2 in there. If you can, put 3. You want to really, really disinfect this pool. So you're going to clean it, kill all the algae. Put 4. It's 4, 8, 12 tabs total. Now, let's say you have algae stains on the walls of your pool. I find the best way to get rid of them is you rub those chlorine tabs on the algae stains. It's not gonna, like, it's gonna get rid of some of it, but I'm telling you, the algae, once you start rubbing it on there, it's gonna kill the algae and it's gonna start clearing up as white as that pool wall should be. Now, after you do that, you're gonna see more and more results. I'm telling you. You keep up the chlorine levels. Now, once your pool starts getting really, really blue like this, okay, you're gonna shut that off, of course. Make sure that this thing is running 6 hours every single night. Every night around 4 a.m. or so. It's got or between 3 a.m., 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'll shut off at 8, from 3 to 8. Make sure you have that set up, the timer mode set up for 6 hours. You want to keep that water circulating. Algae hates circulating water. You know, it's got to be able to move. So, you know, you can either turn it on for the skimmer section or the bottom. I prefer the bottom, unless you have your pool set up to it with a sweeper, automatic sweeper. So you want to set it up to your automatic sweeper. That would help even more so. But if you don't, you could just set it up to where it's on the bottom. So it's sucking on the bottom for 6 hours. Keep that water circulating. Now, after about 4 days, you start seeing results like really clean and starting blue. You want to clean the main filter. So that's your second time doing it, or it could be your first time. I would prefer 2 times. You want to do it the first time when you first do the whole cleaning process, and then one day try to keep it as clean as you can, and then afterwards you want to take that filter out and you want to rinse it off with water. I know there's 2 different kinds of filters, but this is the type of filter that has the screens look like ribs all the way around. You want to clean that shit off, all that algae shit off. And then the second time after 4 days, like I told you want to take it out again and do it again. You want to make sure that algae is gone, you know, and put that back in. And I'm telling you, you're on a roll to a clean pool every single day, spick and span clean. So just always keep up your chlorine levels up high as you could take it. You know, like you want to be able to. You ever go to those indoor swimming pool places, and you notice that the high concentrated smell of chlorine? I mean, think about how many people are swimming in there, so they want to keep the chlorine levels a little bit higher than usual. But try to make sure if you put your hand inside the pool, you know, if you have that yellow shit, you could pour it in there and you see how much chlorine you have there. You want to make sure you smell your hand. You want to smell that chlorine a little bit. So if you don't, you need to raise the chlorine levels a little bit higher. Just pour some more. I would say if you really have a problem with algae, I would dump about a gallon of liquid chlorine in there every week. You know, I would prefer shock every 2 weeks. Put about 1 or 2 bags of shock in your pool, you know, every 2 weeks. So that'll keep your pool very clean, and just maintain it about every other day. Make sure that you keep your routine of checking your tabs, you know, making sure your setup and everything over here is running properly and is set. The time is set to 6 hours every night. And check the bottom, make sure there's no debris of crap. So you want to suck that up with your sweeper, and just, you know, if you can, just scrub the wall section. Any kind of debris of algae. If you see any kind of debris of algae around there, take that chlorine tab. Be careful, because I know it's really it's highly concentrated chlorine levels, so it might be rough on your skin. You feel burning sensation. Just make sure you wash your hands afterwards, but just rub it on any kind of algae. You know, any kind of sign of algae, you want to rub it on there, and it'll clean it up. It'll kill it instantly. So there you go. I hope this helps. So, oh, and one other tip: when you do clean your filter, always remember to put diatomaceous earth in there. Depending on how many gallons your pool has, how big your filter is, you know, I put about 7 pounds or so diatomaceous earth in there, a little bit more than usual. Make sure you have enough, because that's what's going to catch that shit. The filter itself is not fine enough. The diatomaceous earth is like bone particles, so it makes it even finer to catch everything. So and remember, the filter doesn't kill algae. It cleans it, but I mean, it cleans your water, gets some of the algae, it traps the algae, but it's still there. It's infected. So you keep your chlorine levels high, like I said. To a clean pool, make sure you have good chlorine levels. All right, bye.